In a small town, Mia sat alone in her room, staring out the window. It had been 6 months since her best friend Leo moved away. They had shared countless memories, laughter, secrets, and dreams. But now, the distance between them felt like an unbridgeable gap. Mia missed their long talks, the way they could understand each other without saying much. She felt a deep sadness, as if a part of her heart was missing. Mia picked up her phone, scrolling through old pictures of them together. There was one of them at the park, laughing as they tried to take a selfie, but ended up with silly faces. Another showed them at the beach, splashing water and making sandcastles. Those moments felt so alive, but now they felt distant and unreal. She wanted to reach out to Leo, to hear his voice and feel connected again, but she didn't know how. The time she thought about calling him, doubt crept in. What if he was too busy? What if he had made new friends and didn't want to talk to her anymore? These thoughts clouded her mind, making her hesitate. But deep down, Mia knew she had to try. Their friendship meant too much to let it fade away. One evening, as the sun set and painted the sky with beautiful colors, Mia decided to take a walk. She needed fresh air and a chance to think. As she wandered through the familiar streets of her town, memories of Leo flooded her mind. She remembered their adventures, their shared dreams of traveling the world together. Mia felt a spark of hope. If they could face the world together, surely she could reach out to him. Mia returned home and sat at her desk. Taking a deep breath, she opened her laptop and stared at the screen. She wanted to send Leo a message, but the words felt stuck in her throat. After a moment, she began typing, "Hey Leo, I hope you're doing well. I miss you a lot. I'd love to hear about your new life. Can we catch up soon?" She hesitated, then hit send before she could second-guess herself. The next day felt like an eternity. Mia checked her phone constantly, her heart racing each time she heard a notification. Finally, in the late afternoon, a message popped up. It was from Leo. "Hey Mia, I miss you too. I'd love to catch up. Let's FaceTime this weekend." Mia's heart soared. She felt a rush of excitement and relief. They set a time for Saturday afternoon. The days dragged on, but Mia prepared. For the call, she thought about what they would talk about, hoping to share everything that had happened since he left. She wanted him to know that, even though they were miles apart, he was still an important part of her life. When Saturday arrived, Mia was a bundle of nerves. She made sure her room was tidy, and she even put on her favorite shirt. At the scheduled time, she clicked on the link to start the video call. The screen lit up, and there was Leo, smiling with that familiar grin that always made her feel at ease. It was as if no time had passed at all. "Hey Mia, you look great," Leo said, his eyes shining with warmth. They began talking, sharing stories about their new experiences, their dreams, and their everyday lives. Mia felt the distance between them dissolve with each laugh and shared memory. They talked about everything, from funny incidents at school to their hopes for the future. As the call went on, Mia realized that their friendship was still strong, despite the miles that separated them. They promised to keep in touch more often, planning regular video calls and even future visits. Mia felt a wave of joy wash over her. She had taken the first step to reconnect, and it felt like a victory. By the end of their conversation, they both felt renewed, as if they had traveled through space and time to find each other again. Mia smiled brightly, knowing that even when things seemed distant, hope and connection were always within reach. In the universe of friendships, Mia and Leo had responded to the call of their hearts. They may have been separated by distance, but their bond was unbreakable. Just like the heroes of the cosmos, they would face whatever challenges came their way, united by their unwavering friendship. And in that moment, Mia realized, even in the vastness of life, true connections could always soar. Mia felt a renewed sense of hope after her video call with Leo. Their connection was still strong, despite the miles that separated them. However, as the days passed, she began to notice a familiar emptiness creeping back into her heart. Leo's messages were less frequent, and though they had promised to keep in touch, it felt like the distance was growing once more. One evening, Mia sat in her room, surrounded by the memories of their friendship. She looked at the photos they had taken together and felt a wave of sadness wash over her. She wanted to share her life with Leo, but it seemed like he had a busy schedule in his new city. The thought of reaching out again felt daunting. What if he was too caught up in his new life to respond? Despite her worries, Mia knew she had to make an effort. She wanted to fight for their friendship, just like heroes in the stories she loved. They faced challenges together, and this was just another obstacle. She decided to write Leo a letter. It felt more personal than a text message. She hoped it would show him how much she cared. Mia grabbed a notebook and pen, pouring her heart. On to the pages. "Dear Leo," she wrote, "I miss you so much. It feels strange without you here. I want to hear about your new adventures, but I also want to share mine with you. I feel like I'm losing my best friend, and I don't want that to happen." She wrote about her daily life, her new interests, and the things that reminded her of him. After she finished, Mia sealed the letter in an envelope and walked to the mailbox. She dropped it in. She felt a mix of anxiety and hope. Would Leo appreciate the effort? Would he feel the same way? She returned home. Trying to push the worries aside and focus on the joy of reconnecting, days turned into weeks. And Mia continued with her routine, but the longing for Leo never faded. She often found herself daydreaming about their adventures, imagining them exploring new places together. One Saturday, while cleaning her room, she stumbled upon an old box filled with souvenirs from their outings. She found a small toy spaceship they had bought at a carnival. It reminded her of their shared dreams of exploring the universe. Inspired, Mia decided to organize a small space-themed evening at her house. She invited a few friends, hoping to recreate some of the fun she and Leo used to have. She decorated. Her living room with stars and planets, and they watched space movies, sharing popcorn and laughter. As the night went on, Mia felt a mix of joy and sadness. She loved spending time with her friends, but she couldn't shake the feeling that something was missing. Then, as she was cleaning up after the party, her phone buzzed. It was a message from Leo. "Hey Mia, I just got your letter. Sorry it took me so long to reply. Things have been busy here, but I miss you too. Can we FaceTime this weekend again? Want to hear all about your space night?" Mia's heart soared. Leo had received her letter and was excited to reconnect. Replied, arranging a time for their call. As the weekend approached, Mia felt a rush of energy. She wanted to share everything with Leo, not just about her space night, but also about her life, her hopes, and her dreams. When the time for their call arrived, Mia felt butterflies in her stomach. Seeing Leo's face again brought back all the warmth and happiness she had missed. They laughed about the silly decorations and shared stories about their friends. Mia told him about her new interests, including her love for astronomy. Leo listened intently, and Mia felt as if they were in the same room again. "I wish you could see the stars here," Mia said, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "There's this amazing observatory nearby. We should go together someday." "Love that," Leo replied, his smile brightening the screen. "We'll make it happen. You know, no distance can break our bond. We're like those stars up there, far apart, but still shining together." As they talked late into the night, Mia felt a sense of joy and hope fill her heart. Their friendship was not just surviving, it was thriving, even across the distance. They promised to plan visits and continue sharing their lives. In that moment, Mia realized that even when it felt hard to connect, she had the strength to reach out and keep their bond alive, just like heroes facing challenges in the universe. She would always fight for the people she loved. And with that hope, Mia knew they would continue to shine together, no matter how far apart they were. Mia woke up the next morning feeling lighter than she had in weeks. Her conversation with Leo had reignited her hope, and she realized that their friendship could withstand the distance. However, as she went about her day, she couldn't shake the feeling that she needed to do more. They had found a way to connect, but she wanted to make their bond even stronger. After school, Mia decided to visit the local library. She had always loved reading about space and the universe, and today felt like the perfect day to dive into that passion. As she wandered through the aisles, she stumbled upon a book titled "The Stars: A Guide to the Universe." It was filled with beautiful pictures and fascinating facts about constellations, planets, and galaxies. Mia felt a spark of inspiration. This could be the perfect gift for Leo. With the book in hand, Mia felt a surge of determination. She wanted to do something special to show Leo how much he meant to her. It wasn't just about staying in touch. It was about reminding him that their friendship was a bright star in the vast universe. She decided to write a heartfelt note to go along with the book. Later that evening, Mia sat down to write. "Dear Leo," she began, "I found this book about the stars, and it made me think of you. Just like the stars, our friendship shines brightly, no matter how far apart we are. I hope this book inspires you as much as you inspire me. Can't wait to hear your thoughts on it." Mia carefully wrapped the book and added the note inside. The next day, she headed to the post office, her heart racing with excitement. Sending a package felt like sending a piece of herself to Leo. She hoped he would love the gift and feel the warmth of their friendship. Even from afar, as the days passed, Mia eagerly awaited Leo's response. She kept herself busy with school and her hobbies, but she always found a moment to check her phone. Finally, a week later, she got a message from Leo. "Mia, I just received your package. Thank you so much for the book. It's amazing. I can't wait to read it and discuss it with you." Akima felt a wave of joy wash over her. She quickly replied, suggesting they have a virtual book club where they could discuss their favorite parts of the book. Leo loved the idea, and they set a date. For their first discussion, on the day of their virtual book club, Mia felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. She had taken notes on her favorite passages, eager to share them with Leo. As they connected online, she could see the enthusiasm in his eyes. "I already loved the chapter on constellations," Leo exclaimed. "Did you know that the stars we see at night are actually light from stars that might not even exist anymore? Isn't that mind-blowing?" Mia nodded, her heart racing with delight. "Yes. It's like the stars are telling stories from the past, just like us. Our memories are still shining, even if we're apart." As they discussed the book, Mia felt a sense of empowerment. They were not just talking about stars. They were exploring their connection and the strength of their friendship. It felt like they were both on a journey through the universe, discovering new worlds together. After their discussion, Mia and Leo continued to chat about their lives, sharing dreams and plans. They talked about their favorite movies, their goals, and what they were looking forward to in the future. Mia felt closer to Leo than she had in a long time as the call came to an end. Leo said, "Mia, I really appreciate you making the effort. To stay connected, it means a lot to me. Distance doesn't change what we have. We're still a team, no matter where we are." Mia smiled, her heart swelling with pride. "Absolutely. We're like those stars in the sky, always shining for each other, even from different places." After they hung up, Mia felt a renewed sense of purpose. She realized that friendships, like stars, required care and effort to shine brightly. She promised herself to keep reaching out, to keep nurturing their bond. With each step they took to reconnect, Mia and Leo were building a bridge across the distance. Just like heroes in a grand adventure, they were proving that no challenge was too great for their friendship. In the vast universe of life, they would always find a way to shine. Together, illuminating each other's paths with hope and love. Mia felt a sense of accomplishment after her recent video call with Leo. Their virtual book club had brought them closer, and she loved sharing ideas and laughter again. Yet, as the days turned into weeks, she still felt a nagging sadness. They were communicating more often. She missed the simple joys of being together in person, the spontaneous adventures, shared snacks, and late-night chats. One evening, she sat in her room. Mia picked up her phone and scrolled through her messages. She saw a picture of Leo standing in front of a new park in his city. He looked happy, surrounded by trees and flowers. But instead of feeling happy for him, Mia felt a twinge of loneliness. She wished she could be there to explore the park with him. "I need to do something," she thought. "I can't just sit here feeling sad." Inspired by her recent conversations with Leo, Mia decided to plan an adventure that they could share, even if it was from a distance. She remembered how much they enjoyed exploring new places together. So, she came up with a creative idea: a virtual scavenger hunt. Mia spent the next few days planning the scavenger hunt. She created a list of fun and interesting items for Leo to find around his new city. She included things like a statue of a famous person, a flower that matches your favorite color, and a unique street sign. Each item would help him explore his surroundings and share the experience with her. When she finished the list, Mia sent Leo a message. "Hey, I have an idea for our next virtual hangout. How about a scavenger hunt? You can explore your city and show me what you find." "I'll have my own list too," Leo replied almost immediately. "That sounds awesome. I love it. Let's do it this weekend." Mia felt a rush of excitement. They were going to embark on an adventure together, even if they were miles apart. On the day of the scavenger hunt, Mia could hardly contain her excitement. She set up her phone to record their adventure, eager to capture every moment. They connected via video call, both grinning with anticipation. "Are you ready?" Leo asked, his eyes sparkling with enthusiasm. "Ready as ever," Mia replied, holding up their lists. "Let's see who can find the most items first." They started the hunt, and Mia watched as Leo ran around his neighborhood, pointing out interesting places along the way. He found a beautiful fountain, a park with colorful flowers, and even a quirky little cafe that served the best pastries. Each time he found something, he would hold it up to the camera, and they would share their excitement. "Look at this. I found a statue of a famous writer," Leo exclaimed, holding up his phone. "Wow, that's amazing," Mia replied, feeling the joy radiate from the screen. "I found a unique street sign that says Whimsical Way." As they continued their scavenger hunt, Mia felt a renewed sense of connection with Leo. It was as if they were exploring the universe together, discovering new worlds and experiences. She realized that their friendship was not just about being in the same place. It was about sharing moments, no matter the distance. After an hour of racing around, they met back at their original spots for a virtual recap. They laughed as they compared their finds, joking about the things they had done to get the items. "I never thought I would climb a tree for a flower," Leo said, chuckling, "and I almost got lost trying to find that cafe." Mia laughed. In that moment, Mia felt a wave of happiness wash over her. They had turned a simple idea into an unforgettable experience. The distance didn't matter anymore. What mattered was their friendship and the effort they both put into it. As they wrapped up the call, Leo said, "Mia, I really needed this. Thank you for coming up with such a fun idea. It made me feel more connected to you and my new city." Mia smiled, feeling proud of their adventure. "I'm glad. We're still a team, no matter where we are. Our friendship is like a star in the sky, always shining, no matter how far apart we are." As they said their goodbyes, Mia felt a sense of hope and purpose. She realized that friendships required effort and creativity, but they could thrive even across great distances, just like the heroes in the stories they loved. Mia and Leo were proving that no challenge was too great for their bond. With a heart full of hope, Mia knew that as long as they continued to reach out and create memories, their friendship would shine brightly, lighting the way through the vast universe of life. Mia felt a strong sense of achievement after the scavenger hunt with Leo. It had been a fun way to explore their friendship, even from a distance, and she cherished the memories they had created together. However, as the days passed, a new wave of sadness washed over her. Although they were connecting more often, she still missed the simple joys of being together in person. One day, as she sat at her desk, Mia gazed out the window, watching the clouds drift across the sky. She thought about how much she wanted to see Leo again. They had talked about visiting each other, but life always seemed to get in the way. Mia felt a longing in her heart. They had been through so much together, and she wanted to create new memories in person. Suddenly, an idea sparked in her mind. What if she planned a surprise visit to Leo? It would be a bold move, but it could reignite their friendship in a way that video calls couldn't. Mia's heart raced at the thought. She imagined the look on Leo's face when he saw her. It would be a great adventure, just like the stories they loved. Mia spent the next few days preparing for her surprise. She saved up money from her allowance and planned every detail. Made sure to book a bus ticket to his city, carefully choosing a weekend when she knew he would be free. She wanted everything to be perfect. As the day of her trip approached, Mia felt a mix of excitement and anxiety. What if Leo was surprised in a bad way? What if he didn't want to see her? She pushed those thoughts aside. She believed in their friendship and knew that surprises could lead to amazing memories. Finally, the day arrived. Mia packed her bag with snacks and a small gift for Leo, a framed photo of them from their last adventure together. It was a reminder of their strong bond and the fun they had shared. With her heart pounding, Mia set off on her journey. The bus ride felt long, but Mia used the time to think about all the adventures they could have together. She imagined exploring the parks, visiting the cafe Leo had mentioned, and just enjoying each other's company. By the time she arrived in his city, Mia was bursting with excitement. She navigated through the bustling streets, her heart racing as she approached Leo's apartment building. She took a deep breath and rang the doorbell. Moments later, she heard footsteps approaching, and her heart skipped a beat. The door opened, and there stood Leo, looking surprised and confused. "Mia, what are you doing here?" he exclaimed, his eyes wide with disbelief. "I wanted to surprise you," Mia said, beaming. "I missed you so much, and I thought it would be fun to have an adventure together." Leo's face broke into a huge smile. "This is incredible. I can't believe you came all this way." He stepped aside, letting Mia into his apartment. They spent the afternoon catching up, sharing stories and laughing as if no time had passed. It felt so good to be together again. They talked about everything: school, friends, and their dreams for the future. Leo showed Mia around his neighborhood. They visited the park he had explored during their scavenger hunt. As they walked beneath the trees, Mia felt a sense of joy and belonging. She realized that their friendship was not just about the distance. It was about the effort they both put in to stay connected. Later, they sat on a bench, enjoying ice cream and reminiscing about their favorite memories. "I'm so glad you came," Leo said, licking his cone. "This is like a dream come true. I missed our fun adventures." Mia replied, her heart swelling. "This reminds me that, no matter how far apart we are, our friendship can always bring us together." They spent the weekend exploring the city, trying new foods and taking silly photos. Each moment felt like a treasure, a reminder that they could create memories no matter the distance. As Sunday came to an end, Mia felt bittersweet. She had loved every second, but she also knew she had to return home. Leo walked her back to the bus station, and as they waited, he turned to her with sincerity in his eyes. "Mia, thank you for this surprise. You've reminded me how special our friendship is. We should do things like this more often." Mia smiled, feeling hopeful. "Absolutely. No distance can break our bond. We'll always find ways to stay connected." As she boarded the bus, Mia looked back at Leo, who waved enthusiastically. She felt a sense of hope and strength. Their friendship was like a guiding star, always shining brightly, no matter how far apart they were. And with that thought, Mia knew that they would continue to create amazing adventures together, proving once again that love and friendship could conquer any distance. Mia returned home from her surprise visit to Leo with a heart full of joy and memories. The weekend had been everything she had hoped for and more. They had laughed, explored, and deepened their friendship in ways she never thought possible. But as she settled back into her routine, she felt a familiar ache of distance creeping in again. Even though she had just seen Leo, the everyday reality of their separation began to weigh on her. School was busy, and life felt a bit dull without her friend nearby. Mia missed the spontaneous conversations they used to have and the comfort of knowing he was just a short walk away. She wanted to keep the momentum of their friendship alive, but she didn't know how. One evening, while doing her homework, Mia found herself staring at the blank page in front of her. Her mind drifted to Leo. "I have to think of something special," she murmured to herself. Suddenly, an idea sparked in her mind. What if she organized a virtual event for them and their friends? It could create a fun gathering that would include everyone and help bridge the gap between her and Leo. Excited by her idea, Mia quickly grabbed her notebook and began to plan. She thought about what would make the event enjoyable for everyone. It would be a friendship game night, featuring games where they could all participate no matter where they were. She envisioned trivia, charades, and even a mini talent show. The more she wrote, the more her excitement grew. Mia decided to invite a few of their mutual friends, hoping to make it a big event. She set the date for the following Saturday and created colorful invitations to send out. She included a message that read, "Let's celebrate our friendship and have some fun together. Join us for a virtual game night filled with laughter and joy." As the days passed, Mia worked hard to prepare. She picked out games, created a playlist for background music, and even made a scoreboard to keep track of points. She wanted everything to be perfect. When Saturday finally arrived, Mia felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. Would everyone show up? Would Leo enjoy it? As the clock struck 7, Mia logged into the video call platform and waited for everyone to join soon. Her friends began to appear on the screen, their faces lighting up the virtual room. Leo joined last, and when he saw Mia, his face broke into a big smile. "Hey, this is awesome," he said, waving enthusiastically. Mia felt a rush of happiness. "I'm glad you all could make it. Are you ready for some fun?" The night kicked off with a trivia game, where Mia asked questions about their favorite movies and memories. Laughter filled the air as they reminisced about good times and shared silly stories. Leo's laughter was especially contagious, and Mia felt her heart swell with joy. It was as if the distance between them faded away, replaced by the warmth of friendship. After the trivia, they moved on to a game of charades. Mia watched as Leo acted out a funny scene, trying to get everyone to guess the movie. His exaggerated movements and expressions had everyone in stitches. Mia couldn't help but feel grateful for moments like this, moments that reminded her how special their bond was. As the night continued, they decided to have a mini talent show. Everyone took turns showcasing their skills from singing to magic tricks. When it was Leo's turn, he surprised everyone by performing a song he had been working on. Mia watched in awe as he poured his heart into the performance. It was a reminder of how talented he was and how much she appreciated having him in her life. When the night came to an end, Mia felt a deep sense of fulfillment. They had created new memories together, despite the distance. As they said their goodbyes, Leo turned to Mia, his eyes shining. "Thank you for organizing this, Mia. It was so much fun. You always know how to bring everyone together." Mia beamed with pride. "I just wanted us to feel connected, no matter where we are. Our friendship means the world to me." As she logged off, Mia felt a sense of hope and accomplishment. She realized that friendships could thrive even when separated by distance. Just like heroes facing challenges in their adventures, she had found a way to keep their bond strong. With each effort she made, Mia proved that love and friendship could conquer any obstacle. No matter how far apart they were, she knew that, as long as they continued to reach out and share experiences, their connection would shine brightly, lighting the way through the vast universe of their lives. Mia woke up on a bright Saturday morning, feeling a mix of excitement and nervousness. It had been a few weeks since her virtual game night with Leo and their friends, and she was still riding the wave of joy from that night. But now, she wanted to take another step to strengthen her friendship with Leo. It was time to plan a big surprise, a weekend trip to visit him again. She had been saving her allowance and had enough money for a bus ticket. Mia knew this would mean a lot to Leo, especially after their fun times together. She could already imagine how happy he would be to see her again. With determination in her heart, Mia began to make plans. First, she checked the bus schedules and found a trip that would get her to Leo's city by noon on Saturday. Then, she thought about what she wanted to do during her visit. She wanted to make this weekend special. Maybe they could explore the park again, visit that quirky cafe, and even have a movie marathon. The thought of spending time together filled her with warmth. Mia packed her bag carefully, including snacks and a few small gifts for Leo. She found a funny mug that said, "World's Best Friend," and a notebook where they could write down their dream adventures. As she zipped up her backpack, she felt butterflies in her stomach. This was going to be amazing. The bus ride felt long, but Mia passed the time by listening to music and thinking about all the fun they would have. When she finally arrived at Leo's city, she felt a mix of excitement and nerves. Would he be surprised? Would he be happy to see her again? As she approached Leo's apartment building, Mia took a deep breath. She rang the doorbell and waited anxiously. Moments later, the door swung open and there stood Leo, looking shocked and thrilled. "Mia, you're back. I can't believe it. I couldn't stay away," she exclaimed, her face lighting up with joy. "I missed you too much." They hugged tightly, and in that moment, Mia felt all her worries melt away. Being with Leo felt so right. After the initial excitement, they decided to go out and explore the city again. Leo took Mia to the park, where they walked along the paths filled with blooming flowers. They laughed and talked about everything: school, friends, and their dreams. As they strolled, Mia felt a sense of happiness that only being together could bring. It reminded her that friendships could overcome any distance. After exploring the park, they headed to the quirky cafe Leo had mentioned. It was just as charming. As Mia remembered, they ordered their favorite snacks and settled into a cozy corner. Over hot chocolate and pastries, they exchanged stories about their lives since their last visit. "I've been working on my music a lot," Leo said, his eyes shining. "I want to write more songs, maybe even perform at some open mic nights." Mia smiled, feeling proud of him. "That's amazing. You should definitely do that. I'll come to see you perform." They spent hours talking and laughing, and Mia realized how much she had missed these moments. After the cafe, they decided to have a movie marathon at Leo's apartment. They picked out their favorite movies, the kind that always made them laugh and feel good as they settled in for the night. Mia felt grateful for the time they had together. They laughed at the silly scenes and shared their favorite quotes. It felt like a dream come true. In that cozy atmosphere, Mia understood that their bond was stronger than ever. Later that night, as they wrapped up the last movie, Leo turned to Mia with a serious look. "You know, I really appreciate you coming to see me. It means so much that you're willing to make the effort to keep our friendship strong." Mia nodded, her heart full. "You're my best friend, Leo. No distance can change that. We'll always find a way to stay connected, no matter what." As they sat in comfortable silence, Mia felt a sense of hope and strength. She knew that true friendship required effort, creativity, and love, just like heroes in their favorite stories. They were proving that no challenge was too great for their bond. As the night came to an end, Mia realized that their friendship was like a shining star in the vast universe. No matter how far apart they might be in the future, they would always find a way to reconnect and create new adventures together. With a heart full of hope, Mia knew that their friendship would continue to light the way, no matter what challenges lay ahead.